Now entering Nerdist.com.
What up, guys?
Hey, how's everyone doing?
How's everybody doing today? Thanks again for downloading Today We Learned.
Thank you
number
for
18,
letting us
right?
hang out on your hard drive.
Yeah, Today We
Megabytes well spent.
Number 18.
Number 18. This is a really awesome episode. This is a lot of fun.
Really fun.
I think you guys are going to like it.
A great guest. Lots of facts, lots of random bits.
Should we tell them who the guest is?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's tell them. They can read, obviously.
Yeah, in case you downloaded the Braille version of this podcast. It is Jonathan Sadowski.
Jonathan Sadowski.
Did I pronounce that right? Sadowski?
Sadowski, yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure. I don't want to be that guy.
Nope. Yeah,
the start
Jonathan
of our show.
Sadowski, he's a good friend of mine. He's an actor. He's a writer. He does a lot of things.
Yeah, you've seen him pretty much everywhere. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We'll
get to the meat and potatoes after
But
this,
first, we're more excited to tell you that we have a brand new sponsor. We loved HostGator, but even more than them, sorry HostGator, we love T-Fury.
T-Fury.
T-Fury, if you don't know, T-Fury is the original pop culture t-shirt destination, selling unique designs every day since 2008, just like Barack Obama.
Yeah.
You can snag their shirts for only 24 hours, starting at midnight, and then at the end of 24 hours, the design is sometimes gone.
Yeah, they every day, for those of you who don't know or get what we just said, it's basically every day they have a new design, and you can only buy it for that day. And
Yeah,
really cheap, too.
I own a bunch of T-Fury shirts myself.
They're all really cool.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of cool like pop culture designs.
Like that, yeah.
But say you're missing a shirt from the past and you want to get it again. What do? Well, you head to the T-Fury gallery where you can buy some old designs still in print and vote on others to come back from the dead. You know, that'd be pretty cool in real life.
Yeah.
But anyway, every 2 to 4 weeks, T-Fury adds more designs to their gallery, so be sure to keep an eye out for the return of some of your favorite shirts. And they cover, this is my favorite part, T-Fury covers all of your favorite topics and fandoms. They get everything from gaming, sci-fi, anime, TV, movies, pop culture, more. If you like anime, if you like anime and Game of Thrones, get this. They have a shirt that combines Attack on Titan and Game of Thrones.
Love it.
How can you beat it?
I love it. They always have like cool Back to the Future ones and Doctor Who.
Yeah, a lot of H.P. Lovecraft stuff too. If Cthulhu's your jam.
Yeah.
Oh, also, don't forget about the T-Fury After Hours sale. If you missed the day's shirt only by a little bit, they keep the sale going into the wee hours of the morning just for you. Because let's face it, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., that's still the previous day.
Absolutely.
I don't care what calendars say. It's the previous day.
I don't care what the clock says. 1 in the morning is still. If I'm still on my way home from a day of having fun and I'm getting Taco Bell and I'm eating it at my computer at home, I want to be able
If your
to buy a
tacos
t-shirt.
are still locos.
If my tacos are still warm, I want to be able to buy a t-shirt.
And anyway, this December, T-Fury has some awesome shirts that'll make great gifts for the pop culture enthusiast in your life, and it won't break the bank. So please check out tfury.com, see what today's shirt is all about. T-Fury, wear your art on your sleeve.
Wear your art on your sleeve.
If your art is of a heart, wear your art on your sleeve.
T-Fury. Check out tfury.com. That's T-E-E.
Fury.
Fury.com.
Furry with only one R.
Yeah. T-Furry. T-Fury is like a different thing that we don't want to get
Yeah,
into,
that's,
right?
we hope, well, it depends.
I don't think furries wear
T-Furry, send us a message. We will talk. T-Fury, thank you. Check them out. Help support the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
And without further ado, today we learn number 18 with Jonathan Sadowski.
Today we learn. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
See.
Yeah, those little
Butter rum, maple.
Those, I remember those.
What do we got?
With like the cream center.
Vanilla.
Yeah, they're great.
Royals.
Then there was
See,
also
I was thinking of the...
There we go.
Then there was the Brock's Butterscotch, which was the orange tablet.
Yes.
Fucking
With the like the see-through yellow cellophane.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Oh,
This is good stuff. We should be rolling.
Yeah.
I think
we are rolling.
We are rolling.
This is cinematic gold.
Absolutely.
For the ears.
Wow.
So while we were just talking, let's fucking get into it right now. Let's just start the thing here.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Today We Learned, guys. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. In case you don't know the sound of my voice already, I'm one of your hosts, Dan Casey.
And I'm one of your hosts, Razzle. Well, I didn't.
Great vibrato.
I'm gonna say
Great
that again.
vibrato.
I'm gonna redo
really,
that. I'm gonna redo that. I didn't like how I did that.
He got some.
You guys can't see it here, but he's doing jazz hands.
He got some new vocal cords for on Cyber Monday.
I'm gonna redo that. My name is Razzle. There we go.
My name is Razzle.
Professor. Don't worry, we'll add the vibrato in post.
Let me fix my glasses, guys. And with us is a very fun, very cool friend of mine, actor, writer, thespian, Jonathan Sadowski.
Glad to be here.
You may have, for those of you listening, you may have seen him in Die Hard 4,
Ooh.
the Chernobyl Diaries, Shit My Dad Says.
Keep going, man.
Keep going.
Keep going.
I'm trying to remember.
Very famous. Very, very famous.
You were on an episode of Chuck, I believe.
I was.
Right?
I was
remember.
indeed.
I'm a huge fan of that show.
Yeah.
Was a huge fan of that show.
It was a great show.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
So Jonathan Sadowski, ladies and gentlemen. Applause.
Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Well, this is the start of the show. We always like to start off the show asking the guests to either inform us of something interesting about themselves or perhaps some weird bit of trivia or factoid they learned recently. So if you have anything interesting.
I have one of each for you.
Oh,
because I'm an
man.
overachiever.
Wow.
You know what?
I love
I come to these things prepared, and I said I'm going to give them the fucking show of a lifetime.
I love it.
We are a podcast that awards extra credit.
Outstanding.
Gold star. I don't have any, but I'd give you one. If
I'm leaving. No. So a fun fact about me,
Okay.
I have had a burrito every day for the last 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it, may I ask,
It's an addiction.
Is it the same burrito
No.
every day? Same
it is
location?
no, it's not. But it's they're carnations of the same burrito.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious
What-
to hear. I'm curious to hear what they were because aside from today, was a combo breaker because Tuesday and Wednesday I also had a burrito, and the first one was from Chipotle, which I've never been to, and that was
Oh,
really
really?
delicious.
Well,
It's
congratulations.
interesting.
That was a
It's
good-
the McDonald's of Mexican
The
food.
burrito. Then
Yeah.
the second burrito was from a place I believe called Benito's off of Beverly. And
Wow, you're really
Fairfax.
lowering the bar here for us
I'm
burrito
not a burrito
enthusiasts.
fan, but okay, now I want to be one upped by your 3 burritos. Here we go.
Cactus is my all-time favorite burrito. Cactus Taqueria on Vine.
Okay.
You got to go there and you got to get the. It's a mixed burrito with pastor and asada.
Ooh.
With no rice. You add lettuce and sour cream, and you have them put habanero hot sauce inside.
That's a spicy burrito ball.
Okay, I like that.
As they say in.
As they say in Little Italy in Mexico.
I was trying to come up with something really clever of combining Mexico and Italy. I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
And then my other go-to spot is one is on Ventura. It's called the Salsa Bar.
Ooh.
Yeah, all different kinds of salsas. Pretty much the same burrito, but they don't have the pastor that I like, so I just get the steak. And then Pinches on Sunset.
Oh, Pinches is
Pinches
good.
tacos?
Yeah, Pinches tacos.
Which is a bad word if you know your Mexican slang.
I don't. So
It means
inform us.
someone
fucking
does.
tacos.
That means fucking
It means
tacos.
fucking
Pinches
tacos.
Is it?
Pinches tacos, way. Yeah.
I thought it's Pinches as in possessive though, like apostrophe. Isn't it like Pinche apostrophe S?
I think it's like one of those
it's like a
play on words where it's
Yeah.
like people in the know will get it, but all us gringos would be like, these tacos belong to Pinche.
These tacos belong to Mr. Fuck.
Please, Mr. Fuck was my father.
I had a few friends that called it Pinches.
Pinches tacos? That's
Pinches.
a pinch.
Well,
Yeah.
that's amazing because we got Mr. Pinches here. Ladies and gentlemen, bring Mr. Pinches.
Are you so good to be here?
Oh, Jay.
So those were the 3 you had. He has
Yeah, they're great.
and they were good.
They were fantastic.
You love burritos.
I'm an avid burrito enthusiast.
I had one from Sharky's Woodfire Grill, which is near... It's another chain. I was reluctant to go, but it's right near my office. And, I got to say it was better than I was expecting. But, there's better stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm an avid burrito enthusiast. I champion burritos.
Are those,
and I also like drinking.
Yes.
This is called a Segway, guys.
Few things go.
This
We
is
know
called a
about
Segway.
Segways. They're gyroptic scooters.
So the one fact I learned recently, I love Scotch and I love good beer and stuff like that. Do you know that if you watch a beer commercial
Yes.
or any kind of commercial with liquor, you will never see them actually drink the product.
Interesting.
You will always see them toast. You'll see them pour it. You'll see them like raise their glasses, but you will never see them
sip.
put it to their lips.
That's interesting.
because it endorses drinking.
And no one in any of those commercials is below the age of 25.
Yeah,
You
Yep,
have
I
to be
knew that. I knew the
25 to
25.
be cast in one of those
I knew
commercials.
25, but I feel like
you
Much
will
like renting
never
a
see
car.
someone drink.
there's never been like a what's up?
Yeah, that's weird that no one's
You will-
like, hey, why don't they, what's wrong with it? Why don't they sip it?
Yeah.
What about that most interesting man? I feel like one of those
That's-
flashbacks.
so
You know what? He
Drinking.
sits there with his beer bottle, but you'll never see him drink it.
He just cheerses you like, I
goes,
don't want to
"Stay
drink.
thirsty, my friends.
I don't want to drink this garbage water.
The most interesting man. has
Stay thirsty, my friends. They're paying me to do this.
I've never had the drink. Stay thirsty, my friends, because I can't drink.
I just do this to blend in.
I am very thirsty, my friends.
Please, I've been waiting for a refill for hours.
I can't drink. I'm very thirsty. Oh, that's funny. Those are very good facts.
Yeah,
That's
that
interesting.
is. Thank you.
Every time I see a beer commercial now,
You're gonna watch. You're
I'm
gonna look for it.
We're like, I'm going to yell, drink it!
Yeah. Or since I don't watch much TV, I watch most of my commercials online. I'm not going to hit the skip ahead. As soon as I get there.
Wait, back that shit up real quick. Back it up.
No, you what? I have 5 seconds to wait, but
yeah.
I will sit through the other 145.
Who doesn't press skip ad when they have the option?
Always.
Like everybody,
Always.
there's
Always.
That's not even a. That's why should they even like everybody?
You know,
puts
I
skip
think
ad.
like on YouTube and stuff like that, there have been a couple times where I like about to hit the button. I was like, maybe it is. I mean, I'll set this one now.
I'll set this one out. Oh, a minute? No.
Yeah,
I'll do 20
That's
seconds.
the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling ever. When you see the thing come up on YouTube, and that little box that goes skip in 5 4, it doesn't come up, and then you see that in the bottom instead of like 10 seconds, it's a 30-second commercial.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
God damn it!
I do not need to know this much about T-Mobile.
It's like the worst feeling ever.
Oh, I hate it. I love it. And I
Well,
always do that.
speaking of corporate whoring, Black Friday happened this past week.
Or
and,
as in South Park, they call it Brack Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen those episodes?
I-
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Good. All in due time. Did you guys get any sweet deals on Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
I did not.
What's Cyber
Not-
Monday?
Cyber Monday is it's been happening for several years now. They realized that there was a market uptick in people doing online shopping on the Monday after Black Friday. So online retailers took it upon themselves to brand it as Cyber Monday, and now they have even bigger sales than before. So a lot of people, they'll be like, fuck Black Friday, I'm staying in. I'm just going to like roll around in leftovers, and then on Monday morning, they wake up at the crack of dawn and then
Interesting.
type at the speed of
and,
light.
and a lot of the deals are very similar.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same stuff that you would just get if you stayed up and trampled a single mother. So,
It's weird.
But anyways, speaking of Black Friday, here obviously on Black Friday in the United States, it refers to going out and get it's basically when businesses get back in the black. They liquidize a ton of merchandise at the end of the year, so their fiscal profits go up into the black.
liquidate would be amazing.
Liquidate.
We got to turn this into some sort of juice.
They smelt down all the products into liquid.
Yeah. TV sauce.
TV sauce. They liquidate a lot of their goods and products, so that way it boosts their profit margins up into the black at the end of the year. So that's where the Black Friday term comes from.
Unlike in Game of Thrones where they have Red Friday.
Yeah, the Red Wedding. So they after Thanksgiving Thursday is when Black Friday is here in the United States.
Although nowadays it's starting at like 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
Black Thursday
as soon as
night.
you take your first bite of turkey, the sales begin.
Black Thursday evening. In Australia, Black Friday refers to a series of bushfires that wiped out whole towns and killed 71 people.
Yeah, that's not a great day there, but the savings are still amazing.
For those of you that made it, half off on the kangaroo.
It's a fire sale.
For those of you that survived, half off on the knives.
And that, by the way, that was
We have another sale.
That's not a sale. This is a sale.
We have fun.
That was, and by the way, for those of you keeping score at home, that was all the way back in 1939, this Black Friday in Australia. But you should also know, this is, the Black Friday as we know it today is not the first time the U.S. has had a Black Friday.
Okay.
In 1945, also known as Hollywood Black Friday, it referred to a brutal riot that broke out at the Warner Brothers studios, presumably over actors who were rioting over the unfair contracts of the studio system, which, as we all know, does not really exist
Speaking
today.
of contracts, I didn't get one for this podcast. You guys are supposed to send it over to my lawyer.
Yeah.
How about that?
If you don't mind signing the SAG New Media thing.
We'll Taft Hartley you into the
Yes.
podcasting. Your lawyer.
I'll Black Friday you.
You'll give your lawyer 20% of that water. And your management. I got no.
Pry it
words.
from my still beating heart.
Yeah.
Also, in India, 1993, Black Friday was a series of bomb explosions that took place in Mumbai. In 1945, also, there was an Allied air attack against German ships in Norway.
Yeah.
That is known as Black
let
Friday.
me tell you a little bit about where I come from on the south side of Chicago.
Tell
Absolutely.
me.
We don't have a Black Friday so much as we have Black Wednesday.
Really?
Okay.
Do you guys know about Black Wednesday?
I have not heard of Black
don't.
Wednesday.
Black Wednesday is the biggest drinking day of the year.
Really?
Oh, really?
Everybody's off on Thanksgiving, so no one has to go to work the next day. And that is like literally the day that everybody looks forward to going out, and the streets are like blocked off and like every place is slammed. We call that Black Wednesday.
Black Wednesday.
Instead of Blackout Wednesday, it's just Black Wednesday.
Just Black Wednesday.
Black Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's interesting, and I feel like I've heard, like, I'm not a drinker, so I don't go out on the Wednesday, but I've heard of other people doing that because a lot of people come in town or whatever. But it's interesting that it's the Wednesday. I guess that gives them a way to go drinking in the middle of the week.
You don't drink. You'd be great in beer commercials.
I should.
Yeah.
I almost believe it or
I
not.
think you have a new career.
I don't drink beer, but I love holding glasses.
It's like, watch the way he doesn't drink. Oh, brilliant.
I love holding pints of liquid.
He's the best at what he does.
I went out for a couple, and I've got a few callbacks for him back, like, last year for all the Super Bowl ones. Like, there was one where it was Bud Light, and it was like it was a big convention hall, and it was for like that new Black Crown or whatever, and I was the Toastmaster or whatever. I almost got booked one of those, but I didn't. It's all being unrepresented is hard to really go out for a ton of those types of things.
That's why you show up drunk.
I cannot.
And you say, I was acting.
Method acting.
Here's while we're on the topic of beers of food and all that, while we're on the topic of that, here's a fun fact about graham crackers.
Tell me more.
Are you guys a fan of graham crackers? I'm a huge fan. I like
me some graham crackers.
I'd like to know some more about
You know
this.
what I love about graham crackers? When you go to Cold Stone Creamery and you have them crush up graham crackers and mix it into strawberry ice cream.
Oh, I've never done
Interesting.
that. That's very
Yeah.
delicious.
It's like a little strawberry shortcake.
You're one of
kinda
the
guy.
few, the proud, that actually orders strawberry. I feel like that's the flavor most people avoid.
You know what, man?
If you open any Neapolitan
What you see is what you get here, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm an open book.
I'm a strawberry man.
Strawberry man.
I like strawberry. Like, I love strawberry shakes. I love that fake strawberry flavor.
Oh,
It's
okay.
great. It's great.
Do you drink
It's great.
strawberry milk?
No.
Okay.
Like strawberry quick.
Strawberry Nesquik?
Yeah.
I can't endorse that, but
It's pretty.
I support your life
you know,
choices.
You know what? As a kid, the best part about that stuff was, Quick came in those little like containers, like those
just
metal
the
containers,
tins.
like the tin.
And it was like it was the tin with the skinny hole.
Yeah,
the circle
that's
hole on the
right.
top. And it was like a
So
like
you
a
couldn't get a
canteen.
spoon in there.
No, you
Yeah.
couldn't.
they're like, we know what kids will do.
Who designed that? Who designed that? That
But
tin
my
was the
my
worst.
mother used to make it with.
Hermetically sealed.
My mother would heat that up for me. She'd put it with milk and warm it up together so it was a warm strawberry drink.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like that's smart because regular milk, you got to temper that flavor a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's such a potent.
I'll tell you what. I've been on a hot chocolate kick lately.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I've been on.
Like at night, because it's been cold here in LA a lot of times. The last few
46
nights.
yesterday.
Yeah, it was colder here than it was in my hometown in Bay City, Michigan last night. And I
Wow.
was pretty upset. But I've been on it. Normally, I used to when I make hot chocolate, I just do the hot water and I do the powder drink. But lately, I've been heating up milk on the stove and I've been using chocolate syrup and the powder drink, and it makes it really delicious.
You're a rebel.
Yeah.
A visionary.
Yeah. Patented.
An innovator.
An innovator. But anyways, back to graham crackers. Most people our age have had graham crackers their whole life, and it's just something we take for granted as a food and a treat.
Yeah, I don't appreciate them at all.
But here's some little bit of history about the graham cracker, and it gets weird. The graham cracker was invented in 1829 by Presbyterian minister Sylvester Graham. The graham cracker was originally conceived as a health food as part of the Graham diet. Now, here's the interesting bit about
Graham diet.
Here's the interesting thing about the Graham diet. The Graham diet was a regimen to suppress what he considered unhealthy carnal urges. Reverend Graham would often...
For our listeners at home, what's somebody with a carnal urges?
Oh, I'm going to. I'm getting there.
I call them bang thoughts.
Spank banks. Yeah.
Making
Anyways.
withdrawals.
Reverend Graham would often lecture on self-abuse, as masturbation was commonly called at the time. One of his many theories was that one could curb one's sexual appetite to masturbate by eating bland foods. Another man who held this same belief was John Harvey Kellogg, the inventor of the cornflake cereal. So essentially, long story short, Sylvester Graham...
Look at the schwanz on that guy. Quick, give him a graham cracker.
Feed them these saltines.
the Sylvester Graham invented the graham cracker to feed people so they wouldn't jerk off.
I feel like they would also lock up people back then in a masturbatorium. It's like the
That's
same thing
funny.
they do with people with smallpox or bronchitis.
Oh, I'm so full on graham crackers, I'm not going to jerk it to that very attractive woman I seen
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. You see the angel and devil, the graham cracker, and a hot chick pop up in his shoulders. I'm going to go with the cracker.
I mean,
Too many
graham
crumbs.
crackers are great.
Crumbs.
That's why you don't jerk off, because there's so many crumbs everywhere.
No,
Crumbs in your bed.
If that
that's a weird
bland
thing I
food
have.
theory holds true, I feel like the ultimate boner killer would be one of those Nature Valley bars, like the oats and honey one, because those just crumbs. Never eat those in bed if you don't already know this, because you open it and it turns from a solid into particulate matter with such speed.
What I want to know is how Sylvester Graham figured all this stuff out. Can you imagine his research period?
Yeah.
No, that didn't work.
Tried linguine, still have boner.
Day
You were talking
37.
You're day 37. I've abused myself more today than any other day.
It's like that movie with Josh Hartnett, 40 Days and 40 Nights. That's just him eating graham crackers.
Well, they do say abuse usually comes from someone that you know.
Waka waka.
Waka,
So wait,
waka.
you were talking about. I have a weird thing with crumbs in bed.
Go on.
Can't do that.
Are you
stuff.
super into? Okay.
No, can't do it. It's really weird for me. And I'll tell you about me. I have a completely irrational fear of roaches.
Well, it's not irrational because
no.
roaches are the worst.
No, but I'm talking if I see a roach, I will fucking jump out of my chair.
Okay, so it's like you're a cartoon elephant seeing a mouse.
Dude, exactly. I cannot stand the sight of them. Cannot the hair on their leg.
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
Well, that's amazing.
Did you find Wall-E to be a unwatchable film?
No, that was okay because they were animated. But,
Gotcha.
But the thing about crumbs is they attract roaches.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. Yeah.
Do you want to know a fun fact about roaches?
I would love to know.
If you took a roach could live for 9 days without its head before it starved to death.
Wow.
Hold on. It's not because it doesn't have its head. It's just because it would starve to death.
It's like, well, this stomach has 9 days to just walk into some food.
So it's like
if you took the head of a roach off, it could live for up to 9 days without its head before it starved.
Now, if you could find a way to
stab it in the stomach.
What if you could find a way to feed the roach without its head? Could it survive?
Intravenously.
That's actually
some kind of drip.
Yeah.
I remember a story about a chicken without its head, and they were able to keep it alive by just feeding it down its weird throat hole.
Did you ever hear the story about the dog without its body?
No.
You can
tell me this dog body story.
This is weird. I don't know if it was in Germany or something, but there's this weird kind of mad scientist who made this Frankenstein dog. It was a dog who didn't have a body. It was just the head of a dog, and they kept the head alive with all these pumps and aerating it, and the dog would lick its lips and kind of blink and stuff. It was just the head. It was laying on a table.
Did the mad scientist work for the Detroit Police Department and RoboCop?
No, it was a 1940s Russian experiment.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
It was Russia.
Yeah.
Well, they did that with RoboCop. They made
If you look up if you look up dog without body, go to the link that is at thelivingmoon.com because they have diagrams of attaching a border collie's head to a fucking super mech robot body. This is incredible.
Holy shit.
You guys, this is amazing.
It's Futurama, dude.
Yeah, this yeah, oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
That needs to happen.
I'm Razzle.
That needs to happen in the Pacific Rim sequel.
Woof. Can I have a bone, please?
Actually, I wonder if that's where there's this fantastic comic called We Three by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely about a series of these super smart animals that get turned into killing machines by the government. Anyway, looks very similar to that. So check it out.
Are you a comic book guy?
I am, yeah.
Did you know that I'm just full of stuff today.
Yeah.
Who knew? You guys are
Looks
bringing out the
today
best in me.
we're learning.
Yeah.
Do you know Donald Duck comics were banned in Finland?
Really?
Because Donald Duck is not wearing trousers.
Oh, that
How about that
disgusting
little fun fact?
pervert. Yeah, there's also
Someone give him a graham cracker.
and there's also those weird old ones where Donald Duck is wearing Nazi paraphernalia too.
I've never seen.
Well, those obviously because Disney's trying to we should probably not show those ever again. It was a simpler time when ducks were Nazis and pants were optional. Finland didn't realize they were so strict.
Yeah, I don't know if that was recently or not, but I remember reading that somewhere. Yeah, you guys are really making me recall some stuff I've suppressed.
This is a very sense memory oriented podcast.
It's crazy what you actually can pack away.
Yeah, well, it's some stuff you just you learn, you just file it away, and then you don't think about it until something triggers it.
That's interesting that we're talking about your brain, filing things away and switching back and forth to things. I mean, which is essentially what remembering things is your brain recalling something. most of us are familiar with the term multitasking, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm a great multitasker."
Yeah, I'm eating a graham cracker and trying not to masturbate right now.
There's some scientists believe multitasking is not actually a thing, and as what these research papers that I've been reading state is, as technology allows people to do more tasks at the same time, the myth that we can multitask has never been stronger. But researchers say it's still a myth to multitask, and that humans don't actually do a lot of things simultaneously. Their brain is really good at
switching our attention
on and
very
off
quickly.
Very quickly. Instead of multitasking, your brain is switching its attention and devoting it.
So if, for example, if I'm on the phone with somebody and typing an email to someone else, I'm just going back and forth really quickly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Your brain's going.
So multitasking is like having a gluten allergy.
Yeah.
It's just not a thing.
Yeah, multitasking isn't really a thing. Your brain is just switching like a light switch back and forth really fast, like a strobe function.
So instead of follow me here, instead of having 7 light switches you all have on at the same time, you have one that's going on and off really quickly.
Correct.
Yeah. Or I feel like it's
per thing.
Interesting.
I feel like it's like picture in picture when you're like trying to watch 2 things on your TV and you just switch back and forth between your 2 channels very quickly.
Or such as reading and watching multitasking. If you're reading the subtitles, of like a foreign film, you're reading the subtitles, but you can still pay attention and notice everything that's going on. That's 2 different things: reading and comprehending actions. So it's just your brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a big multitasker. I don't like it. I mean, I prefer to focus all my stuff on like one thing.
One particular thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people get my old roommate Ricky would always get mad at me. Like he'd be like he was on his phone. It was like surgically attached to his fucking thumbs.
Yeah.
And I'd be like talking to him, and he's like, yeah, And I was like, will you look at me? And he's like, I can multitask. It's like, just
turns out he can't. Ricky, you're
hear
full
that,
of
Rick?
shit. You're full of shit.
You hear? Well, ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
Let's welcome our next guest, Ricky.
Guest.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Pinchase, you have to go.
It was nice to meet you.
Well,
So polite, that man.
Let's jump completely fucking random here.
Well, we were talking about some flavored milks before,
Absolutely.
and this is
Where are you going with this one, buddy?
well. Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Where is this? This is actually. Oh, it's on today's, right?
Yes.
Oh, so Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers pitcher Justin Verlander traded 1% of his signing bonus for chocolate milk.
Yes.
You're kidding me.
So this is pretty amazing. This is a quote from Justin Verlander. I wanted a chocolate milk that cost 50 cents, and I didn't have the money, so I said, how about I give you 1% of my pro signing bonus if you give me 50 cents now? He found a napkin, wrote it up, and he signed it, saying, I forgot about it, but after I signed it, he comes over and whips out this napkin. I'm like, oh my god, my bonus was 3-point-something million. Was a chocolate milk worth $3,000? I want to say yes.
I fucking love chocolate milk, so if
Who did he give this to?
He uses a pronoun without an antecedent, which is a major no-no, but we'll let it happen just this once. I don't know. I'm assuming it was just a friend or someone that had 50 cents nearby.
Yeah, a friend of his in high school. He needed 50 cents to buy chocolate milk, and he's like, I'll give you. He just knew he was that good at baseball.
I got
Wow.
it.
Oh, the guy, smart of that guy to hold on to that napkin, because that is a legally binding contract.
If any athlete and if any high schoolers are listening, and someone on a team offers you a deal for any percent of signing bonus,
you know Jimmy Flenderson, your school's star cornerback, get his napkin signature today.
Here's a fucking thing. While we're talking about Detroit Tigers, the city of Detroit. Here's the thing. You know how they used to give out fun fact real quick while I'm getting to where I'm getting. The key to the city is a lot of cities will give out keys to cities to famous people and etc. Like
I have 17,000 keys.
79. You've been to that?
Very famous. Very
famous. I'm from a small town called Bay City, Michigan. Obviously, I've mentioned that before on this podcast. Madonna was also born in Bay City, Michigan, and then she was later raised in Rochester, I believe. But anyways, at one point in the 80s, during Madonna's the height of her career, they were going to give her the key to the city. But then shortly after they were planning on giving it to her and everything, she appeared on Letterman, and she called it a smelly little town, so they revoked her getting the key to the city.
They locked her out.
They didn't end up giving her the key to the city.
Give me that
They
key
changed
back.
the locks.
However, Detroit, the city of Michigan, Detroit Rock City, in 1980, they gave the key to the city to a gentleman who gave large donations to a church in the town, and the gentleman that they gave the key to the city to, Saddam Hussein. ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
None other than
That delightful church
The former
benefactor.
dictator
the
himself.
former dictator of Iraq, Saddam Hussein, was given the key to Detroit in 1980.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes
So
sense.
that's why we invaded. We're trying to get the key back.
That key has never been seen since.
Was the key to the mayor's Ford Focus.
Yeah.
While we're on that, do you guys know that the little dot above an eye is called a tittle?
What?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
My
Called
God.
the tittle.
While we're on that,
I don't care for that. I don't care for that tittle talk.
The dot above an eye is called a tittle.
there you go.
That's fucking interesting.
2 T's.
Take that to the bank and dot it. Yeah, I don't know. What that
Take
means.
that to the bank and tit it.
Take that to the bank and tittle it.
And while
like-
we're on the subject of oddly named facial features, the little indent where your Hitler mustache would go between your upper lip and your nose is called the philtrum.
the filtrum.
Philtrum.
Filtrum.
Like,
Philtrum.
hey, Phil. And hey, Trum.
Interesting.
Your two friends.
Your two friends.
You know what? You know, trum rhymes with thumb.
Go on.
Do you know where the term rule of thumb came from?
I do not know where the term
I
rule of
do
thumb
only
came from.
because I've seen Boondock Saints. But go ahead.
Isn't it? I'm fairly certain it's about like back in ancient England, you could only beat your wife with something that was wide as your thumb.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check it out here.
Let's go to Dan, our fact checker. Dan.
Phrases.org.uk. Yeah, it's an English law allowed a man to beat his wife with a stick so long as it was no thicker than his thumb.
Well, here's the thing. This is fucking awesome.
Yikes.
I'm glad you guys brought these topics up because that brings us. I love beating my wife. No. We're fucking dudes here, and everybody has cars here, and everybody has friends, and everybody
Yeah,
at
fucking
some
dudes with friends and cars.
Everybody, you would be a liar if you said I wouldn't. Here's the thing. I wouldn't believe you if you told me you never called shotgun when walking to your friend's car. I feel like
I once
this-
had a friendship that almost ended because they couldn't agree who called shotgun.
There are
first.
very different rules of shotgun too. It's do you have to once the destination is set, or does everybody have to be outside first?
Do you have to have the car within your visual field?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lots of things about shotgun.
I'd
Lots of
say
things.
yes. I would say yes.
I would say the minute that the destination is established, you can call shotgun.
once you all establish that you're heading out to go to a car.
Yes.
I think you have to have it has to be established who's driving first, and then the destination.
Oh, there you go. Or let's go to Taco Bell. Okay, I'm driving.
Shotgun.
There you go.
Very good.
I got
Exactly.
that. That's fair.
That's you. I mean, because needing to be outside.
No,
or whatever. No.
that's stupid.
It's whoever thinks of shotgun first.
You're the winner.
You're the fucking winner.
For he who hesitates, all is lost.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Anyways, calling shotgun, the game calling shotgun, dates back to the use of in autos. Dates back to about 1954. At the time, it was the shotgun was being used in the TV series Gunsmoke. Now, about Gunsmoke, why shotgun was being used. Riding shotgun refers to the practice of sitting alongside the driver in a moving vehicle. The expression riding shotgun is derived from the phrase shotgun messenger, which is a colloquial term.
Colloquial.
Colloquial.
Somebody say that?
Colloquial.
Term.
Your word of the day is colloquial.
A colloquial term for express messenger, and it derives from the days of stagecoach travel. The person in the position next to the driver riding shotgun, because the stagecoaches would have.
They're always getting knocked over by bandits.
They're always getting hit by bandits, and they always have like goods and like,
Outlaws even.
golds.
Yeah,
They always-
desperados,
the person riding shotgun.
Caballeros.
gauchos.
PJ, how did you get back in here?
Oh, sorry, I leave now.
A shotgun messenger was a private express messenger and guard, especially on a stagecoach, but also on a train, in charge of overseeing and guarding the valuable.
So they were
Can you imagine,
They're like Pinkertons.
Yeah, can you imagine if like everybody's drunk back in the day and someone calls shotgun? It's like you're like drunk. Anyone else?
Anybody else
Anybody else want to ride shotgun?
I'm driving.
Yeah.
Will you protect me on our 23-day journey?
I got you, damn ride shotgun.
Yeah.
I got your back.
I'll pay you in a undisclosed amount of random coin.
I got tacos on the way back.
I'll pay you in tacos.
I will pay you. I can't do drunk.
I will pay you in tacos.
I will
I really think he's a robot.
I can't do drunk voices. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So long story short, riding shotgun refers to the person who would sit next to the driver on stagecoaches with guns and weapons to protect the goods and services that they were delivering. It was a private security guard for the driver.
Another fun phrase, since we're talking about just a bunch of idioms here.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of idioms. Is scot-free.
Okay.
You get away with something scot-free.
Tony Scott's production company.
Yes, also Tony Scott's production company.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that Ridley Scott's as well?
Both, I think.
Yeah, that's the brothers Scott.
Yeah, Ridley Scott's brother.
Yeah.
He's a great director.
So it refers to, the actual meaning of it is it referred to getting away without paying your taxes.
Okay.
And this is a term, usually, it's British in origin, but it came about because Scot, the word Scot, S-C-O-T, is a bastardization of the word scat, S-K-A-T, a Scandinavian term for tax or payment.
Okay.
So this made its way to the British Islands, during the Viking incursions, dating. So this term dates back all the way to the 11th century. Nowadays it means just getting away with something, but meant getting away without paying your taxes.
Now, let me ask you a little question about Texas.
Absolutely.
Go on.
And I'm sure all of our listeners at home are going to...
Houston is, I believe, the capital of Texas.
Is it brass tacks, T-A-C-K-S, or brass tacks, T-A-X?
Dude, check this out. I have a notebook. I have a field notebooks. And in here was something I was going to mention. I have it written down, brass tacks, as things to mention on this podcast at later dates.
Are you serious?
Yes, dude. Literally, check it out. Brass tacks.
It is
brass
really tacks.
It's
T-A-C-K-S.
This is how
Because
fucking...
you think about, like, you're building something, like think about, like,
down to the
old chairs,
fundamentals.
like, you get down
so
to, like, the
fucking
very
glad you brought that
minute
up.
details, the brass tacks that keep it together.
Here, and this is literally,
That's weird.
Up until like 3 days ago when I wrote that down in my notebook, I thought it was brass tacks, T-A-X, because I assumed brass is hard, taxes
let's
will
get down to
always be
nitty-gritty.
It's the nitty gritty. Like, taxes are certain, you're always going to have to pay taxes or whatever. Brass is hard. Listen, this is the brass tacks.
Well,
that's what I always thought, and I realized I seen somebody...
Fortunately, we got away scot-free from that definition.
And another one that always bothered me, too? When people say for all intensive purposes.
All intense
purposes.
Yes.
And
intense and purposes.
Not intensive
Yeah.
purposes.
Yeah.
Intense.
Yeah, I hate how people take it for granted.
Granite.
Oh, I hate that. Take it for granted.
Yes. Andy Kozel.
Yeah. He was a guest on this podcast.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
Past and future guest.
He had a really funny thing about women. He was like talking to some girl at a bar, and she meant to say Alzheimer's disease, but she said she literally thought it was old-timers disease.
I've met people that.
Well, it is.
Yeah, dude, it's so sad. His grandmother died of Alzheimer's.
No, she just died.
Listen, if the girl's cute and you're trying to sleep with her,
I'm like,
that's a bummer.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me
That's a bummer, but you're wrong.
It's so hard for me to not correct things like that. Like,
That's a bummer. You're an idiot. Come home with me.
Let me buy you another drink. I'll pretend that didn't happen. Here's a little interesting fact I learned the other day from your buddy. We were at the Jonathan's also a magician. We went to the Magic Castle. His friend was there. He had one of your friends, Josh, the writer.
Josh Brandon. Yes.
Josh Brandon. Anyways, he informed me of this fact. Give him a shout out because he told me about this fact. The Star Trek theme. I feel like I've heard this before, but I don't think we've mentioned it on the podcast. But John mentioned this to me. Anyways, the theme to Star Trek, when it was written, Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, wrote lyrics to the composition.
There are lyrics.
He wrote lyrics to the composition, knowing the lyrics would never be heard or played, just so he could get 50% of the royalties.
What a bastard!
Every time that
the lyrics are weird. It's called like "Off to the Stars" or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a really like
he wrote lyrics to it just so he could get royalties every time that was played.
When I was a kid, I had these. I took piano lessons, and this one book my mom bought me, like this like weird like TV theme songs book. It actually had that song in there, and it had the lyrics in it.
That's amazing.
Beyond the rim of the starlight, my love is wandering in starflight. I know he'll find in star-clustered reaches love. Strange love, oh star woman teaches. I know his journey ends never. His Star Trek will go on forever. But tell him while he wanders his starry sea, remember me.
I feel like
remember me.
Remember me.
While he wanders his starry sea.
Oh, that's
My
funny.
God.
Here's another fucking interesting fact John told me. I tried looking this up. I couldn't verify this.
Josh?
Josh.
Yeah.
Yes. I couldn't fact check this, but he told me that he seemed like he was pretty knowledgeable on the subject. Leonard Nimoy, Spock for Star Trek. Before
Spock to the layperson.
Yes.
I feel like everybody knows who Spock is on here, but just in case, Leonard Nimoy. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, before Star Trek really got cult following and they were doing personal appearances and autographs and all of that, Leonard Nimoy, a talent agent, approached him to fly somewhere and make an appearance and sign autographs and take pictures, and he was going to give this agent 15%. So he goes to Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, and he's like, "Hey man, do you think I can get out of work early this Friday? There's a talent agent. I'm giving him 15%. He booked me a gig to fly over here and sign autographs and take pictures, etc." And Gene Roddenberry goes, "Oh, that's interesting, because I'm starting up my own talent agency, and I'm booking people appearances and guests and autograph signings, and I'm getting 20%, and so you should sign with me or whatever." And Leonard Nimoy's like, "That doesn't make any sense. Why would I sign with you when I can sign with this other talent agent and only give him a 15%?" And Gene Roddenberry says to him, "Well, because I can get you out of work on time on Friday."
That Gene Roddenberry.
Gene Roddenberry was a conniver.
And that is apparently, I think that appears in William Shatner's autobiography, Up Till Now.
Oh, okay. It's actually in there.
Yeah, I believe so. Something along those lines.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the difference between your agent and me is your agent can't get you out here at 5 o'clock on a Friday, and I can, and all it'll cost you is 20%.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
What a fucker.
What a fucker.
But we have fun.
Here's the thing. While we're talking about TVs, the young persons might not quite remember this, but they'll notice when I describe what I'm saying, they might get it. The Indian head test patterns, television shows, I don't know if you guys remember, especially on the show Pleasantville or whatever. Back in the day, we didn't have 24-hour television networks. We had, when televisions were first invented, there was there was 3 channels. They would sign on and they would sign off every morning with the national anthem, and they would have a test pattern that they would show, and it was circles and like lines and darks and blacks, and there was an Indian head on the very top of it, and it was commonly known as the Indian head test pattern. If you Google that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Usually you'd see it at the beginning of atomic warfare in
stonemasons.
It's very. Yeah,
what do you do if they drop the bomb?
It's a very old. That test pattern was used prior to the multicolored bars and the tone that we're so used to.
Love them bars.
Nowadays, the test pattern is like the red and the neon green and the yellows and the blue. This is a test. That came after color television was invented. This Indian head test pattern was around before color television. And the Indian head test pattern was a black and white television test pattern which was introduced in 1939 by RCA of Harrison, New Jersey as part of the RCA TK1 monoscope. The original artwork was completed for RCA by an artist named Brooks.
I'm Brooks.
On August 23rd, 1938, and it was broadcast before and after sign-on, sign-off, morning and night.
What was the test? What is it?
It was so, because that was back when TVs and there was the smaller affiliates in town, and they would broadcast that so they could make sure the television was focused right and properly. Because
it's to make sure that the transmitter's active, if you get that pattern, you're getting a signal.
I see.
And it would be broadcast with the tone.
What an odd pattern.
Yeah, it would be broadcast with the tone and the national anthem. Like, hey, here we are. These are the airwaves. You're about to watch television for 6 hours or however long of programming they had.
Interesting.
Yeah. I always remember seeing it.
Yeah, that's almost as interesting as cat's urine glowing in blacklight, which is a fact.
Ooh. Really?
Yes. How's that for a segue?
Never. Okay, so maybe some of those room raiders' houses weren't as gross as we're led to believe. I just have 100 cats.
Does human urine not glow in blacklight?
No, it burns in blacklight.
Yeah,
it sets on fire.
You know what? It is a fact. Don't ask me how I know. But a cat's urine. No,
I know.
A cat's urine will glow in a blacklight.
That's wild.
The more you know. Well, I'm allergic to cats, so thankfully,
I'm allergic.
If I find glow in the dark urine in my house, I know something is gravely wrong.
I am allergic to cats, and my girlfriend has a cat, and it is sometimes it's painful.
What's the name of her cat?
Her cat's name is Toonsis.
Toonses. Like fucking the driving cat.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Her cat's name is Toonses.
For those of you that don't get the reference, Toonses the driving cat was an old SNL skit from the 80s with a cat that could drive.
Toonses the driving cat.
And Toonses the driving cat, if I remember correctly, every skit would end up driving off of a cliff.
Yeah. Just sit there at the beginning.
It's so fucking funny. That's awesome. Toonses. Oh, shit. Speaking of driving... speaking of fucking driving cars, here we go. In the United States, the first documented use of a painted center line was in 1911 along Trenton's River Road in Wayne County, Michigan. We just are full of the Detroit facts today. Wayne County, Michigan. According to the state of Michigan, the idea of using a painted center line was conceived in 1911 by a gentleman by the name of Edward N. Hines, the chairman of the Wayne County, Michigan Board of Roads.
Classic Hines.
After watching a leaky milk wagon leave a white trail along a road. According to Michigan, this is fact.
That sounds a little Forrest Gump.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I know. That is a good idea.
Sounds like that movie.
Little Forrest Gump.
Yeah, sounds like that movie Big Fish. Remember that?
Yeah, I've got it.
So, according to Wikipedia, which tends to be correct, that's on there. Take that to the bank and dot the I.
Big Fish. Let me tell you something about little fish.
Yes.
You know, baby goldfish is called a twit.
A twit?
A twit.
A baby goldfish is called.
I'm pretty sure
twit.
it's called a twit. Yeah, I think it's twit.
How does it? When
So if you had a twit on your tittle,
you'd have a baby goldfish on the dot of your eye.
you'd have twits on your tits.
There you go.
Twits on your tits.
Yep.
And that's a terrible segue. I was going to say, speaking of tits, but that's awful. Speaking of feminist...
No. You can't retract it. You got to say it.
Speaking of tits attached to feminist icons and symbols of feminine strength and beauty and wonderfulness, Wonder Woman was just cast this week.
She was. Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot, you may know her from the Fast and Furious franchise as Giselle, Han's girlfriend.
I do.
I fucking love that movie.
I love fucking those movies so much. I love fucking
those movies.
There's a hole in the DVD
my dick
for a
is so
reason.
skinny I can fuck a DVD.
Someone get him a crab cracker.
Yeah, can we get some graham crackers for Crafty? But no, Gal Gadot.
PJ, how did he get back in here?
I'm so sorry. Gal Gadot is your new Wonder Woman, and but do you guys know when Wonder Woman was created? Know who created her? She dates back all the way to 1941.
I feel like Yasser Lester mentioned that briefly on a couple podcasts.
It's got to go back to somewhere around Captain America time.
Wasn't it invented by the dude who invented the lie detector?
Yeah, the polygraph.
Yeah.
Yes, William Moulton Marston, inspired by a woman named Olive Byrne.
Was Moulton like his nickname? Please welcome William Moulton.
No, it's probably like his weird, that's your ancestral name. If you don't keep it, a pox on both our houses. And then the goblins win. So Wonder Woman was inspired by a woman named Olive Byrne, a woman who lived with Marston and his wife Elizabeth in a polyamorous relationship. So, high five, William Moulton Marston.
Attaboy.
Living the dream.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So she first appeared in All-Star Comics number 8 and got her first cover appearance in Sensation Comics number 1 in January 1942. Marston believed that women were more trustworthy than men based on his experience inventing the polygraph and doing a bunch of lie detector tests. So he wrote that Wonder Woman is psychological propaganda for the new type of woman who should, I believe, rule the world. So Wonder Woman is like his ideal,
Amazonian.
who should rule over us. In a fun fact, her bulletproof bracelets, she has those on the show.
Yep.
She has her tiara, her lasso of truth, which is pretty funny considering he
The
invented the polygraph.
And the invisible jet.
Yeah, on the TV show, they were made of a material called feminum, but in the comics, it's made of Amazonium.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, so she was from the Amazon.
Yeah, Linda
And DC Comics said that she was from the Amazon, but
she's from she's the classical Greek definition. Like the Amazons were a race of superior giant,
women.
Superior.
I thought she was
muscled
like
women. No, she's not from
jungle.
She's not, God help me! I've been eating poison frogs. No, she's from Paradise Island, the Themysciran descent.
Themyscira.
Pardon me.
Oh, that's fine.
You guys are pretty intelligent.
Yeah.
First off, I want to retract a minute because you were singing the Wonder Woman theme song, and I want to see if you want to know the rest of it.
I don't. That's all I know.
Okay, you just
Wonder Woman.
Who's that woman?
Is that how it goes?
No. that was DuckTales. Let's get dangerous.
That was Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck. You said
DuckTales is
Gotcha. Excuse me.
DuckTales. Woo. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Y'all knew which fucking duck I was talking about.
I know.
Get at me, haters.
Did you know that duck's quack doesn't echo?
Really?
Nobody knows why.
Bullshit.
A duck's quack does not echo, and no one can explain why. I swear to God.
I'm fucking get that up. So look that up. That's interesting as shit. I mean, it's probably not loud enough.
That is false.
Oh, come on!
It has been snoped.
Snopes.
No way.
It has.
I've known that for a long time.
And you were wrong for a long time.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
That's been just.
It's a gentleman at the University of Salford in Greater Manchester in 2003 set the legend to rest. A man named Trevor Cox, an acoustic expert, tested the popular myth by recording Daisy's quack in a special chamber with jagged surfaces that produce no sound reflections. It says you get a bit of reverberation. It's distinctly echoey.
Oh, come on. This is an acoustic expert. Give me a break.
What would
does
he know about duck sounds?
They made a quack in post.
Apparently, quite a bit.
They made an echo in post.
Wonderful Foley artistry. Can we just ADR that in there?
That's
yeah, and on that note,
that note,
Guys, this
duck-filled note.
has been fun.
Yeah, dude, thanks for coming
It's
by.
a lot of fun, man.
Thank you.
Where is there anything you have to plug?
do you have
Where
anything
on
coming
the
out,
internet can
anything
people
that-
Yeah,
find
you know what? I just my Twitter's at Sadowski23.
At Sadowski23.
Come on over.
Follow him.
Give a
Very
man a
funny.
follow.
Very gentleman.
I am very gentleman.
Very
I am
gentleman.
very gentleman.
Very funny
Such
gentleman.
man. What
Very
manner?
gentleman. Very funny gentleman.
You guys can't see me right now,
He
but I'm
opens
actually
the-
wearing a tuxedo.
He opens the door. He opens the door for other Twitter users.
Yes, I do. So yeah, I'm at Sadowski23 on Twitter. I recently did a film with in New York with this lovely director J.C. Corey, who it's kind of about me and I'm dating this girl and I go home and go home to meet her parents and I find out that I'd slept with her mom.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, it's called It's All Relative.
It's all
Nice.
relative.
It's all relative.
Nice.
Is it like a rom-com?
It is an independent rom-com.
Oh, I love it. Can I tell you how much I love romantic comedies?
How much do you love romantic
I
comedies?
really like romantic comedies.
Fact.
How much?
I like them a lot. Like a lot. Love Actually. No, I'm trying to think of a stupid pun. I'm trying to think How to Lose a Guy. No, I've seen them all, but I can't.
Well, see this one. It's really great. The cast.
When does it come out?
We're in post-production right now. We're editing.
Cool.
But
Okay.
it's a great cast. It's myself and Sarah Paxton.
Oh,
Nice.
she's good.
And Connie Nielsen.
Very
Okay.
nice.
You know, we all love from Boss and from Gladiator.
Yeah.
She plays the sexy matriarch. And I just did a new show for ABC Family, which is going to be coming out. It's a sitcom called Young and Hungry.
So they picked it up then.
We will know. In the
Are
next 2
you
weeks.
We'll know the next
young or
years.
hungry? Which one are you?
I play a .com millionaire who is hiring a new personal chef.
I play Steve Hungry.
And then the wonderful Emily Osment is
really
playing.
Awesome.
nice lady.
She's
nice
great.
lady. I met her at your
Yes,
birthday party.
yeah. She's awesome.
She's a really cool
And
girl.
when do you know when that is coming
we
to
should
our
know.
fair airwaves?
We should know by the end of the year if we're going to be on ABC Family for series.
Okay.
So
So
the pilot went wonderfully. The audience enjoyed it. The cast loved it.
So
But
everybody,
yeah.
cross your fingers for that. Cross your
please.
fingers, everybody. Cross your fingers for John that gets picked up because that was just a pilot, right?
It was just the pilot. Yeah,
Okay.
that was myself and Emily Osment and Rex Lee from Entourage, Kim Whitley.
Whitley.
It was even superstar chef Michael Voltaggio.
Okay.
he played
Awesome.
He played himself in our pilot.
If you're ever in Los Angeles, make it a point of order to go to Ink or Ink Sack, the restaurants.
Yeah.
They are fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, but thanks, guys. Yeah, this is
Absolutely.
great.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming out and thanks for joining us. And we'd love to have you back.
I'd
in the
love to
future.
come back.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
So at Sadowski23 on Twitter. If you
And
want
if you'd like to follow us, if you'd like to
Follow us.
tweet at us, yell at us, whisper sweet nothings to us, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're not on Pinterest. Who's on Pinterest? Find the show on Twitter at TWL Podcast. Find us on Facebook. We are today we learned with Razzle and Dan. I forgot the name of the show for a second. Today we learned Razzle and Dan. And we are also at Gmail. If you have a fact, you have a tip for us, you want to email us, it is twlpodcast@gmail.com. Or if you want to talk to us directly, your lovable host, you can tweet me at OsteoFerocious.
and I am at My Name is Razzle and the number 2 at My Name is Razzle 2. And
Yeah.
that wraps up today's. Today we learned Thank you guys for listening. If you're driving, drive safe. If you're working, get back to work. And tell your friends. Give us a good review on iTunes.
And Yelp.
And
Angie's List.
Angie's List. And Amber's Law. No, that's the wrong thing. Don't look that up.
That prevents you from watching Amber Heard movies.
And tell your friends, tell everybody to listen to this. We appreciate it.
As always, eat a graham cracker.
Eat a graham cracker.
It'll do the body good.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Thanks. Bye.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.